What's up guys, DIY Car Guy here, back for another video on the interior swap of the truck. This will be the last video on the interior swap because I finally got everything that I need. I picked up both the door panels, I got both the front seats, I've got that little under panel, that dash bezel over there, and luckily I just, on Facebook Marketplace found seats, just every little odd and end piece that I needed. So that was really, really good. I paid a little bit more because you're always gonna pay a little more if you go private party for stuff like that instead of a junkyard. But you guys probably saw the video already of me going to the junkyard and how I was saying it's almost impossible to find the seats there and everything. So I paid a little bit more for it, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. And let's start putting this stuff in. All right, so this is the old panel. Basically what I'm probably gonna do here is just kind of give you like a time lapse of me taking this stuff off and putting it back on, since in my previous videos I've already done all this. Like on the driver's side I already replaced the door panel, but I'm gonna be swapping it out with that other one because that other one's just in better shape. So I'll probably just do a time lapse of me doing all this, and then I'll show you how to change out the glove box and everything. All right guys, new passenger door panel's on. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the driver's side again. I know it's already black, but I've got this one that's in better shape and it actually matches because it's got the cloth. But that's the old one. One thing I will show you guys, don't do what I did, because I kind of just woke up and I had to take this thing off like 2 or 3 times because I would forget to pull the wires up through there. I had to take this off because they put screws in it, and I forgot to put that back on, and I forgot to pull that light through. So just make sure you do everything, because you don't want to be pulling this thing off 4 or 5 times. It's not hard, it's just kind of a pain to get the clips to line up. But I got all that in, and then I'm gonna show you with these little marker lights. I have LEDs in there, and to fit at least the LEDs that I got, you have to trim out. You have to trim that out around here, and I just trim the bottom piece. You don't want to trim these because this is where it clips in, but if you trim this bottom piece down here just a little bit, just to get that LED to fit, it'll work, unless you have smaller LEDs. If you have smaller LEDs, then you'll be fine. But I got the kind of, if you can see it in here, I got the kind of big bulky ones. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna start working on the passenger or the driver's side, and then I'll probably start either showing you guys how to do that or taking the seats out. I haven't really decided yet. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take the seats out, get ready to put the new seats in because I picked those up. And while the seats are out, I think I'm gonna swap over that glove box and probably show you how to do that because I haven't showed you how to take that off yet. And then I'm gonna see about wiring in the new middle jump seat because it's got a like the accessory, little 12-volt accessory power thing. So I might see about wiring that up. So I'm gonna get to taking the seats out. I probably won't show you guys that because I already showed you that and 2 times in another video. So I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna show you guys how to take that glove box out. All right, guys, so now that front seat's out, sorry about the mess. Again, work truck. But, so this is the wire that I'm gonna be tapping into. I didn't think about it when I went to the junkyard to get the other end of the plug so I don't have to splice into that. But I'll probably end up having to splice into that. But I might wait to wire this up until I can get a little pigtail. But I'll probably still run the wires from the cigarette lighter down to here, so it just makes it easier. Because you can just splice it in up here, run it down, the carpet pulls up, you know the whole spiel, and then it can come out either here and there. And then you just splice the pigtail in there. It just makes it look a lot cleaner. You don't have to splice any wires like into this and ruin that if you ever want to sell that in the future. So I think I might wait to wire that up, but I can show you guys how to get to taking this out. So this piece here is held in by a few 7mm, but I think they're all in the bottom. I think there's some in the bottom, and then you'll open up the glove box and there's a couple in here. So to get the glove box down, you can either do it one of 2 ways. You can just push that in and the whole thing falls down, or you can probably just take these 3 bolts out. And because I mean, you got to take these 3 bolts out anyways. Take these 3 bolts out. They're 7mm, and then just pop it open and kind of slide it over. So I'm gonna try to pop it open and slide it over so all my stuff doesn't fall out. But I'll show you guys how to do that. And obviously to pull the glove box itself out. All right. Okay, well, you got these 3 out. And the one that I pulled out of the junkyard, I was able to pull the glove box out separately. But I guess you're probably not supposed to be able to do that. I think it's riveted in, because this one, it's still on there. So I'm gonna have to end up just pulling this out anyways. I mean, you can rip it out, but I don't want to accidentally break anything, because I'm gonna try to sell some of these pieces, maybe get a little bit of my money back. So you'll just pull that down like that, and then you have plenty of access to the other bolts. There's, let's see, there's one right here in the latch, one right here, one right here, and then one down here. So there's what, 4? Yeah, there's 4 7mm right behind the glove box. I will say, because the inside of your glove box is what, like, you can figure out information about your car or your truck. I think at least in this, I don't know what years they span to, but you can look in there, see what kind of rear ends in the truck, all that kind of stuff. So what I would suggest is, it's all right here. Like, you get in the inside cover, it tells you everything here. What I would probably do is take a picture of it with your phone, or maybe try to, yeah, I don't think there's gonna be much peeling that off, but definitely try to take a picture of it or something, just in case, something on your truck breaks and you need a couple extra parts. And obviously the new dash isn't gonna, you can buy parts for it all day long and it's gonna be from the truck you pulled it from. So I mean, unless the truck you pulled it from, you got lucky and it's the exact same specs as your truck, I don't think it's gonna work. So I got that out. There's a couple more up under there. I'll probably show it to you. All right, sorry about the lighting, but I think there is 2 more. There's one there, and then I relocated my trailer brake system, so there's one right up under there, so I'm gonna have to take that off, but it's not hard. So I'll take that off, and then after that, I'm almost positive it all just clips out after that. Oh. All right, I almost messed up, just like I did in the junkyard video that you guys have probably seen before this came up, but there's a bolt right up in there. This one already looks like it's backed out a little bit, but I think that's all that's holding it on. So there's one back there, one back there, so 3 up here in the middle, and then it should just come out. All right, now that you got all the bolts out for that, I got my trailer brake dangling down there. I got everything out, I'm almost positive. To take it out, you're gonna have to take this bezel piece out again. So, if you know anything about taking these dash bezels out, you know the old spiel. Key in the ignition, on position, all the way down to 1, and then it just pulls off. Again, if you're not replacing, careful, you can break clips and break stuff. It also helps if you drop the steering wheel down all the way. If you drop the steering wheel down, it pretty much should fall by itself. But, so that's off now. That can go. Airbag lights on again. You guys remember that video, but it'll get fixed once I put that other seat in there. And also, real quick about the doors, I replaced the entire switches. Like, I didn't just replace the covers, I replaced the switches and everything. So what I had to do is, I don't know if it resets the computer whenever you do that or what, but what I had to do is I had to reprogram my key fob. And when I did it, the little lock light, little yellow lock light, I'm guessing it's I think it's the pass lock light, lit up and was blinking when I first started up, and I thought it was a little weird. I didn't know what was going on, but my fob wouldn't work. So I'm guessing when it's flashing, it's when that orange light is flashing, or yellow light, whatever you want to call it, is flashing, that means the pass lock is in the learning mode. So if you get switches or anything and you're getting that light and you're worried about it, don't worry about it. It's just in learning mode. It's relearning your switches is what it's doing, what the computer's doing. So it's relearning those switches. So what you're gonna have to do is, after you put that back in, you're gonna have to redo your fob, which is super, super simple. So what you do to reprogram your fob is, and you can do this with as many fobs as you want. You can do it to 20 fobs, I believe, just however many you want to program. But you got to do it at one time, because if you do it with one, and then, you know, somebody else wants to program it, if you program just that one fob, it deletes your other fob. So you got to do it all at once, however many you want to program. So what you do is, you'll come in, you'll hit the unlock button. And while you're holding the unlock button, you'll cycle your key on. You won't start the truck, but you'll cycle it on and off twice. And then your doors will, I believe, lock and then unlock. And then in that, it's in the learning mode. So you'll have the truck in the off position, and you'll hold the unlock and lock button on your fob at the same time. I believe it's for 15 seconds, but I just did it until the truck locks. The truck will lock and unlock, and then you can let off of it. And if that's the only fob you're doing, you're good to go. You'll just turn the key back to the on position, and then your fob will be good to go. You can lock it, unlock it, do whatever you want. But if you're programming more, obviously, you'll just do the lock and unlock buttons for those fobs as well. And then when you're done doing all that, yeah, just turn the truck back on. It relearns everything. So if you're doing that, don't be worried. Super simple. You don't got to take it anywhere. Don't got to pay that much money, and you're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking off this underknee bolster. While this is out, somebody commented and wanted me to show them how to put in an aftermarket radio. So I'll probably kind of touch on that a little bit. It won't be in this video. It'll be a different video, like a whole separate video on it. So I won't bore you guys with that if you know what I'm doing. But so I'm going to go ahead and take off this underknee bolster panel and show you guys what I'm doing. All right, so now all the bolts and everything are out. It's all just clipped in now. I don't know if I'm gonna put that up there yet, but it's all just clipped in. Take that off, maybe make it a little easier to grab. But these clips are nothing to play around with. They're stout. GM really figured out the whole clip game with these. They're in there. Yeah, that one pulled off, but didn't break or anything, so I think we're still good. Then we'll yank on this a little longer. Don't forget to take off your glove box light. You'll have that in here. It's just that little piece. It's just got a little clip on it. It's got these little tabs. You just squeeze it, it pulls out of the front, and then you pull it out. All right, guys, so what I had to do there, I didn't realize there was that little lip over there. So I just took one of the bolts out from that little panel over there, and it gave me enough room to wiggle that out. So that's all out. Those clips weren't anywhere near as strong as I thought. It was just getting held in by a bolt over there. Not a bolt, but held in by that, and that's got a bolt in it. So I took that out, that's all out. I'm gonna go ahead and snap a picture of that and then toss that in the shed. All right, so now that's out with the seat. I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and wire that up yet. I might just wait because there's wires. I'm kind of in a crunch for time. I don't really feel like checking which one's positive, which one's negative, which I'm sure the black's probably negative and the orange is probably power. That would make sense, but I may not. It would just kind of help me from having to pull that back apart again in the future. Yeah, I might do that. But so that's out. I can go ahead and start throwing in the new one. I won't show you guys me wiring it up because it's pretty simple. I'll probably just come back and tell you which was positive, which was negative, all that good stuff, and let you know if it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting that back in. Go ahead and start throwing the front seat in, and we'll almost be done. All I have to do after that is put the driver's side in, or put the driver's side seat in, and put my new bolster on, or my new dash bezel on. Sorry, I can't speak this morning. And the interior swap will be done. That'll be it for this series, and I'm super excited. I've actually had these pieces for a minute. I've just been waiting on the seats. It's super hard to find seats, and I finally found some for a good deal on Facebook, and there we go. So really excited to show you guys how it looks. I'll get to swapping all that on, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, so as you can see, I got everything in. The swap is now 100% finished. I got all this in, the underneath bolster panel, all the plugs work, door panels in, seats in, no dash lights, nothing like that, airbag lights off. And I mean, I couldn't be happier. It looks great. I didn't end up wiring up the jump seat. I don't really care if it's got power to it. I'm probably never gonna plug anything up to it anyways. But I showed you where it is, and I'm almost positive, don't quote me, but I'm almost positive it is orange. At least on this is 2003. It is orange is power, black is ground. So don't quote me on it. If you really want to know, get a test light, anything like that. But I mean, it's just kind of common sense. Black is normally always ground. So if you really want to wire it up, just splice into that, run it to under the carpet. Under the carpet, super simple. There's nothing to it. And then run it up to the seat. I didn't end up doing that. Like I said, I don't really care about it. But yeah, interior's done. So that marks the end of this series, really. I'll have a video coming out of how to put in an aftermarket radio. Like I said, I already got one in it, but people were asking me about it, and so I'll make a video on that. Super easy. Like I said, it gets a little bit pricey just because you have to buy a certain kit, like wiring kit. I mean, I'm sure you could probably get one off eBay, but I got mine off Crutchfield. And when I make that video, I'll leave the link in the description. But I think for almost 100% eBay, or not eBay, junkyard parts, I don't think it looks bad. That's a little bit of dirt from my knees from where I work, but I mean, the only thing that aren't eBay or keep saying eBay. The only thing that aren't junkyard parts are both the door panels and then the front section of seats. Everything else is junkyard parts. I got them all. Even that back seat's a junkyard seat. It's a lot cleaner. I've got a son, so he sits here, so it's a little dirty, but you got that. Everything basically that I got cleaned up 100%. Now, all of this, I don't think they make different colors in it. I think this is the same color that you'd get if this truck came factory with the black interior. So what I did was I just ordered some, I think the color code for this is very dark pewter, is what I'm trying to go for, like this, which is very dark pewter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna paint that like with the pewter, the handles, these, and then my headliner's kind of starting to sag, as you can see, like here, and then kind of bad up here. So I think I'm just gonna pull this headliner down and probably make a video on how to kind of fix that, and then I'll probably paint that as well, kind of make the entire interior that dark pewter color, because I've never understood, because even in my daily and all that, I've never understood why they kind of go with a different roof scheme, but they normally always do. But that's enough of me rambling. Like I said, interior swaps now 100% done. The only kind of roadblocks that I ran into were when I did the switches. I didn't realize, it kind of freaked me out because I didn't realize you had to reset the fob, so I thought I messed something up, but I didn't. It's just real easy. You just reset the fob, and I ran through you with that. If you need any more questions, any concerns, you want me to go more into depth on how to program your key fob, let me know. If you have any more questions on anything, if I should have showed you guys how to wire up the jump seat, if you still want me to show you how to wire up the jump seat, I can. It's not hard. I just don't really care to do it, but if you guys want to see it, I'll do it. And let me know if you just need me to go into any more depth onto anything. Really, just comment. If you like the video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. Like I said, I got a whole bunch, well, not a whole bunch, I don't have a bunch of cars, but I got the 3 cars. I got that one, the silver car, which I'm probably gonna be putting an exhaust on here soon, that I got laying around, and then my wife's Jeep. You've already seen that on the channel. I did the mod video to it, so we're definitely be doing more stuff to that. Definitely. And then more stuff to the truck. I don't know, we probably won't be doing too much with the car, because me and my wife, we both just drive that back and forth to work, so I don't really want to mess with it too much. But doing that, hopefully, it'll probably be a while, but I'm gonna end up putting a lift on the truck. The 6-inch rough country lift is what I'm gonna go with. So I'll be letting you guys know about that. Yeah, so just like and subscribe for more content and more stuff to do with the truck, the Altima and the Jeep. Hope you guys liked it, and until next time.